From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Darrell W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Sunday, August 14th, 2016. Silver is trading at $19.72 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,336 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $580. Antiwar.com reports the Turkish and Iranian foreign ministers met on Friday in Ankara and agreed that the two nations will engage in greater cooperation on the Syrian civil war, despite being on opposite sides of the conflict. Iran is among Syria's closest allies, while Turkey has been backing the rebellion from the beginning. The two foreign ministers, however, agreed to keep closer contact over the conflict and appear to have common ground in both backing the territorial integrity of Syria. This is a significant shift, however, and comes immediately after a comparable agreement between the Turkish government and Russia over Syria, suggesting that the Erdogan government is dramatically rethinking its position on the civil war. Turkey may be well lamenting their previous gamble that the Arab nationalist rebels would quickly conquer Syria and would crack down on Kurdish pushes for autonomy, which has instead left them with rebels controlling half of the Turkey-Syria border and an independent Kurdish faction on most of the rest of it. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports one person was killed and two others were critically injured after lightning struck a park in upstate New York. The Poughkeepsie Journal initially reported a 51-year-old man was killed by lightning and two 46-year-old men are in intensive care. Two others are being treated for unknown injuries. Police said the five victims were reportedly sitting on a park bench near a tree at Mansion Square Park in Poughkeepsie, New York, located about 80 miles south of Albany, when a severe lightning storm passed through the area about 4 p.m. Witness Wilford Hutchinson told WABC, "I saw three gentlemen on the park bench, two of them leaning against each other, a third leaning against them, a young lady with a purse that was still smoking and smoldering." According to CBS New York, one of the critically injured victims was identified at the scene by his sister. The other four victims, who were all found unresponsive beneath a tree, were not identified. National Weather Service meteorologist Brian Frugus said it was a rare occurrence as all five victims were injured by a single lightning strike. He said it's pretty unusual, it's usually a much smaller group. Rob Rollison, mayor of Poughkeepsie, acknowledged the tragic event and warned citizens about the danger of standing near trees during lightning storms. He said it's a tragedy, but the thing is, lightning is dangerous and can be a killer, and the last place that you want to be anywhere, but specifically in a park with multiple trees, is under one of those trees. You can support FPP Radio by joining the Fans program. Fans are friends, allies, and numerous supporters. Fans help FPP afford to produce more original content. You can join the Fans program for as little as $3 per month through Patreon and get perks like ad-free versions of FPP Radio News and Peace, Love, Liberty Radio. To learn more or to join the Fans program, visit fans.fppradio.com. That's fans.fppradio.com. Reuters reports 6 people, including 3 members of an Indiana family and a German exchange student, were killed on Friday when their small plane plowed into a line of trees after an aborted landing at a Northern Virginia airport, according to authorities on Saturday. The twin-engine aircraft, identified as a 1969 model Beech 95B55, crashed at the edge of the Shannon Airport outside Fredericksburg, about 55 miles southwest of Washington, D.C. The plane touched down halfway along the runway, pulled up, and executed a maneuver known as a go-round, but the engines appeared to stall as the pilot tried to turn and climb, according to Virginia State Police spokeswoman Corinne Geller. Geller said the plane banked left, crashed in the trees, and immediately caught fire. She said the crash occurred around 12:30 p.m. local time. The cause of the crash remains under investigation by state police, the National Transportation Safety Board, and the FAA. Representatives of the NTSB and FAA could not be reached on Saturday for comment. The flight departed from Louisville, Kentucky on Friday morning en route to Shannon with an initial stop in Shelbyville. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.